You want to hamski that after Tuesday, after 11th of August, Ruto is a temporary president and elections should be conducted 60 days after that. Mnaniza natoi maneno hapi. Article 134 of the Constitution. Msionange tunacheka cheka hapa. Article 134 of the Constitution in a state that now Ruto is a temporary incumbent. Kuna kitu ndio temporary incumbency.
So leo ndo High Court inatuambia mnajua nini makosa imefanyika. Mnafaa kuchagua na 2026 August, not 2027 August. But I think point yao ni we're supposed to vote in the 5th year. So kama first time ya Uhuru na Ruto, watu wakavote 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 2017. So the 5th year bado watu wakavote tena. So what happened in the second term? How comes to vote after the 5th year? Just so we voted in 2017. And then 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and then to vote 2022. So it's after the 5th year. And then even this time, but to vote after the 5th year. So the court is just saying it's unconstitutional. But anyway, so but sasa like when what happened up in between, like how comes to lianza ku vote after the 5th year? Anyway.
So guys, mimi kama mmeona, but apparently koti imesema ati elections zinafaa zikuwe hii mwaka, si next year. Mumeona hiyo story? Mwacheni ni wasome. We. Wahenga wanashangaa siku za mwizi ni 5. Kuna mtu kwa state house sasa ametoa veins. Gai bwana nije. Acheni ni wasome. Ushaiswetaga wewe. So mimi nimeona tuchatipiti nikauliza what has the High Court ruled on elections? Ikasema the High Court has said that the next general election is constitutionally due in 2026, not 2027. The court interpreted the constitution to mean that the presidential election should be held on the 2nd Tuesday of August in the 5th year. See, after the 5th year, get. Anyway, since the last presidential election was held on 9th August, the court found that constitutionally prescribed the date is Tuesday, 11th August 2026. Very ready for Tuesday. Anza kuangalia ID. Wanza kuweka ID vizuri kwa sababu kuna mtu tunapeleka nyumbani next week. Anyway guys, tatu nisiwadanganye. Koti imesema suspend hiyo ruling mpaka next year after elections. So tutafanya 2 elections next year, but after that elections will be held in the 5th year, not after the 5th year. Anyway, one time drain the swamp. Kindly purpose register as a voter. Unaona? But then sai ukuwe ready, tunaweza vote kesho. Vile kunaenda hivi tunaweza tuamsha tuambie enda uvote.
Hata atuamshe saa ngapi bado
kuwa na kura. Lazima aende home. Na sisi ndio sifuna.
Breaking news now, the High Court has ruled that the general elections should not be held in August 2027, but should be held this August 2026. Now listen to this. According to the ruling, every 5th year of an election means that the election should take place during the 5th year after the last general election, not after a full 5 years. Actually, this is why Uhuru Kenyatta in his first term served for 4 years and 4 months, and in the second term he served the second term for 4 years and around 9 months, not a full 5 year. Then again, the courts have also said that since the last general election was held in 9th August 2022, then the 5th year falls in August 2026, this one. Therefore, the election should be held this coming Tuesday of 11th, 2026 August. Now, making that correct election period. But again, the court have found out that holding the elections in August 2027 would make the current regime be serving its second term inadvertently, and that will not comply with the interpretation of the Constitution. But however, the court have suspended the effect of its decision because organizing a nationwide general election right now in the next 4 days, it's no longer practical. It has already been overtaken by events. Therefore, this ruling does not immediately change the current election timeline.
Kenyans, you need to wake up. Kenyans, we need to wake up. There is a time nilisema hapa, the presidential elections zinafaa zifanyike in August 2026. The 2nd August of 2026. Watu wakanipinga, watu wakabishana. Pia kuna jamaa alikuwa anaitwa huyu jamaa wa pikipiki Ponki. Kuna time tena alisema elections, the presidential elections zinafaa zifanyike 2nd August of 2026 na sio 2027. Kwa sababu the new constitution that was passed ilisema na wameweka na wamestate detailed information wakisema elections should not be happening after every 5 years. The elections need to happen in the 2nd Tuesday of the 5th year, not after the 5th year. Umenishika kweli? The new constitution that was passed, it said, and it is meaning, and it has been detailed, and the information is there. Inasema, the presidential elections should be happening in the 5th year, not after 5 years. So, hii yenye wanaforce ati presidential election ifanyike in 2027, that is not in the constitution. Hiyo ni after. And if they want to follow the constitution, inafaa ikuwe in the 5th year. So if it is happening in the 5th year, elections, the presidential election, zinafaa zifanyike huu mwaka in the 2nd Tuesday of this month, which is tarehe 11 of this month. So the presidential elections needs to happen this month on 11th, because it is the 2nd Tuesday of August. I hope I'm saying the correct date. Wacha ni confirm. Now, nilisema hiyo kitu, watu wakaanza kusema, nini, hata ujui sheria, ujui nini, nikasema ni sawa. Pikipiki Ponki alikuja akasema the same thing. Yes, 2nd Tuesday, itakuwa tarehe 11 this month. That is when elections are supposed to happen. Now, tutoke kwa pikipiki Ponki, tutoke kwa mimi. Wacha tuende sasa kwa judge. Now, there is a judge pale kwa High Court. Anaitwa judge, nitawawekea hapo. Anaitwa judge Justice Mugure Thande, judge of the High Court. Amesema hivyo, a declaration is hereby made that the holding the next presidential election on any other date other than the 2nd Tuesday in August 2026 violates the constitution and will consequently be null and void. Hello? Kenyans, hello? A declaration is hereby made that holding the next presidential election on any date other than the 2nd Tuesday in August 2026 violates the constitution and will consequently be null and void. Elections, the presidential elections, are supposed to happen this month on 11th August, because it lies in the 5th year, not after the 5th year. Na hiyo ndio mambo iko sasa. Wacha tuone ni nini kinaenda kufanyika, and nothing is happening. Watu wamenyamaza, watu wametulia, but now somebody is violating the constitution, especially IEBC. Wameka, and that is why they delayed kuchagua chairman wa IEBC since Chebukati died. Wamekaa sana bila kuchagua. They knew it was a strategic plan to delay kuchagua the IEBC chair ndio elections zisifanyike huu mwaka. So ndio watasema hatukuwa na time, hatukuwa tumejipanga nini, things were not there. Ndio hiyo sasa. Hello? Watu ni wajanja hapa nje. They are violating the constitution. Elections zinafaa zifanyike huu mwaka.